Good evening. On the shit camera. Way, with the frame rate that's perturbed. That's because I've not really done anything about it. Could have done lots about it. To be honest, it's alright. Watch that actually, I might just do that live. That's probably a bit better actually. Probably a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's the. I'm still on the Razer camera. That's not a good camera, but it's on live. And it just washes everything out. Look, and it's just not very good. I don't use it. Yeah, I mean, at the moment I'm in a bit of a sticky situation anyway because I've only got so many USB-C ports. These Logitech cameras, this one here, and this one here, take USB-C, and if you put them into a dongle into a USB-A, you get hobbled bandwidth. And my laptop has only got 2 USB ports, and one of those has to be used for charging. Because even though I've tried USB pass-through hubs, they don't work. Right. So I don't use the pass-through. All that happens is with the pass-through, it just disconnects. It could just be that I need a more powerful power supply. I'm using the one that came with the laptop, so perhaps I might need a 100-watt power supply. I'm not paying for a 100-watt power supply. That camera will do. It's fine. It's fine as my front camera. Just wish the frame rate were a bit higher. It can be as simple or as complicated as you want, to be fair, but not half as complicated as what I'm doing in Valheim though. So let's go straight up Valheim because the music's about to fade. Oh, you might notice I've got a very high aspect ratio, and I've brought another ride in from Miller Theme Park. So let's leave this ride. I don't know if I can actually. There we go. I brought that in. You know your ride's big when it's got snow. I've not actually done anything about it yet. Get that ball first. I'll blend that one as well. So what I've done, built this bridge if you remember. Since extended the deck, I've built a very simple tavern. I've not actually filled it or put a bar in it or anything. And then what I've done is I've built that. So you've got a really cool end-on view when you cross the bridge. You get a really cool end-on view. And when you're at the top of the coaster, get that. So that is that's the mega Ferris wheel, because I've got the little Ferris wheel, the Fenris wheel. I've got the little Fenris wheel. The little Fenris wheel is there, look. That's the little one. That's the kids' version. And that's the big boys' version. So you've got quite a good view from there, haven't you, look? Both Ferris wheels. Look how that one defocuses. Oh. You're on a 3-stream street. Yeah, I wonder how that's happened. It's weirdness. So what I need to do is raise this island here. Let me raise that. So that should give me full ground there. So basically the idea is it's not quite as low as it was last. Now the only thing is I've buried some rocks. Trees should rise. Let's see what happens. Let's pave that. Sort out the levels. That needs to go down a little bit more. No, not like that. A little bit too low, that one. That's more like it. That's land sticking through, yeah. Ah! You hit it if you press wrong button. I may try and downscale the Zeppelin a little. I'm very aware the last Zeppelin I built was a bit too big. Honest. Doing my head in. But I'm still planning on having Zeppelin transport in this game and putting portals in them. Because I just think Zeppelin transport is so steampunk. Hello, Hez. Lovely to see you lurking. Just bear in mind when you're lurking though, the rules have changed on Twitch regarding lurkers, and views will not be counted unless you have volume on and if you've got more than 2 tabs open. Oh yeah, they've moved the goalposts. Right, so I think if I restore that. Hello, Helia. Are you coming in, Helia? Have you fought that big boy yet? This is the same server, by the way, if you want to come and visit. This is the same server. I'm building Looneyland just there. There is a portal to Looneyland. It's where the... we got Trust Anyone as well. So I'm building yeah, one of these. Again. Oh, you like my bridge? That one. Got that one. I've got that one. I've built a bigger pirate ship than ever because I've now put a Drakkar on it. Put that flat ride. I've got that flat ride. One's in. When the boats appear. When the boats appear, we shall have a flat ride. Wow. Go on, slow coach. There we go. Got that. I got that. And I got the roller coaster. Yeah, I'm doing... And I've also... Look at that for a curve. Get that. I'm getting these curves perfect now. Look at that. Smooth as a slick thing. Yeah, I'm getting these curves pretty good now. Oh, and I've got that as well. One of Ceiling Quills. I'm that. I've still not found out what that flat ride is called. I've got to look through. I'm going to have a look at the Chance Rides website because something tells me it's a Chance Rides ride. So I think that is going to be a Chance Rides job. But this is my latest build. And obviously that's what I've just put in. It's pretty fucking enormous. And it's got snow on top. That's how high it is. As I say, you know your rides are high when you've got a snow on top. Now, I want to build a launch tower as well. I want to build a launch tower, but what I'm doing with this theme park is I'm not putting everything on top of each other. I'm spreading my builds around a little bit because I'm just let me just put these resets out. Yeah, I'm spreading my builds out a little bit. I'm wondering if I ought to perhaps base this on rather than do that. Reset the land. Build it as a... Oh, don't use the paths. Make my own paths. I think that's got everything reset. I'm liking the natural look here. If I stick with wooden paths... I know, you can complain. Stick with wooden paths. Perhaps just remove any faces underneath. Do that. Then I can bring this ride queue line down to the wooden path. Don't worry, turned off. What mod is which one? The one that does the angles is, I'm just using things like Bepinex, so I can do that. I can flip stuff around at all the angles. I've got Bepinex, Infinity Hammer. I've got... It's... if you've done anything on Jonathan's build server, it's the mod pack that Jonathan allows for his build server when you're doing the Jonathan's, or is it somebody's build server? Straight from that. It's just a mod pack I really like. So we do all the rotations and everything, and really nice. Oh, reset the area is it's the hoe, and it's reset. It's one of the hoe things where you get the you can do things like you can do level land and stuff like that, and that's the one I like. The that one, patchy grass, because when you've got a path like that and you've got grass sticking through it, you can do that, so you get the background without the grass. So from a distance, it doesn't look too different. I'll have a look. I'll just bring up my mods. But at the moment, I am running these mods. I've got Stepping X, Gizmo Reloaded. I think is the one that does. Yeah, Gizmo Reloaded is the one that does the angles. Infinity Hammer is the one that does I believe, all the various tools. Got Mist Begone is for the Mistlands, gets rid of mist and weather. Plant Anywhere. Plant Everything. I don't know why those. And then obviously things like server dev commands. And I also have Fly Mount, Valkyrie Fly Mount. I don't really use, but if I think I can still use it. There we go. That's Valkyrie Fly Mount, which is really cool because it means you can fly around the map. You can actually fly. You can actually use that as a local mod. As I didn't tell you that, but you can use that as a local mod, so you can theoretically fly around somebody else's map. You don't even need admins to use that one. You just use that one as a muggle. And that one is called the Valkyrie Fly Mount. A really cool one. Well, yeah. I told you couldn't use mods. Didn't say I couldn't use mods, but I told you couldn't use mods. And I think it's Shift and T to dismount. And the only bit you get is sometimes you just make sure when you dismount you have the cloak. Otherwise you will have a bad time. I've done it. I've fallen. My server, my rules. I am. This server's staying around, by the way. If you want to do any building, it's now been turned into a build server. I'm not restarting it. I'm going to put a new server up in January. We'll start it over Christmas, because in December, I think sorry, but you Xbox guys, you know. And I think what we will do in December is a few of us have got interest in playing, if you've heard of the game, Barotrauma. The game that I started, actually, one of my first streaming games with Barotrauma. The clip, "Do you like harpoons, Vic?" That is from Barotrauma. Well, unfortunately, I think with GOAT, there's not a great deal of choice in using PC. I don't think it's they can really be involved in. I did see the Steam console, yes. But I've already got a Steam Deck, so you know it's like it'd just be silly money for me. It'd be extra money for things. Plus, I've just bought I've just bought that little green console thing that's seen on my Instagram, which admittedly was only 40 quid. An absolute bloody bargain. Right, so I'm going to make a queue line for this one. Well, that's the disembark, and that's the embark. So the embark is going to be careful with your snapping on. Very careful with snapping on Growston. I'm going to add some more angles at angle. I think actually, let me check that, but I think actually that is not going to be a problem. I think that path, unless I drop it down, that path is probably not far removed. That one. No, it's not, look. Actually, pretty bleeding perfect. That. And take that inside. It's just the off path to do. That. It looks like the ride. Actually, also stops it being quite as domineering. Might come in and build or something. Yeah, come in. Seriously, come in. It's not going anywhere, this server, now for a while. It's like my last build server that was up for a while. It's going to be here for a long time. If you want to build, if you want to do any epic projects, feel free to come in and do epic stuff. No real limits, just don't build near anybody else's builds, really. Going to try and do here. What I've got to try and do is keep square like that. Yeah, feel free to pop in. You can also visit Looneyland. It's, well, I've nicknamed it Looneyland. I've used Looneyland, to be honest. Looneyland were on Jonathan's server. I use that, do that, and then that is the entrance. Then one of those side. Should be able to rotate one of those in either side so we can create like a little grand entrance. Grand entrance. Exit just comes off onto wood, and what I could do, exit, finish the platform here. So you see how we're going to get grass popping through there. What I can do is use this natural lump here around it, take the grass out, but I'll leave it around the bottom of the tree. See if that does what I want it to. I build that as a 4. Yes, like that. And take the grass out. Take that bit out there. Poking through. And keep the grass. Keep the grass there like that. Fine, that is all the grass I'm going to get. Drop. What I could do is raise them up and make it look like a bed. Then, if I can get them under. A worm there. Right, I've been listening to an album by a band called IQ. I think you've heard IQ before, actually, if you watched. When I occasionally used to put music on. Oh, hello, Huldra. Huldra equals Helia. In case you're wondering. Will probably be visiting me very soon. That clear that rock. That does. That means I don't have to clear the rock out. There's that rock as well. So that gives me platform. Yes, I know there's a bore under there. Oh, a bit freeze it. There we go. I've lost server connection. See if this recovers itself. Let me just save local. Servers kick me. You notice the top left hand corner of the screen, the flashing server thing. See if it recovers. Oh, you're stuck too. Right, it looks like the server's gone down then. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's a freeze. Don't think that's back. I think we are going to be booted. Let's wait for it to figure itself out. It gives you about a minute. Still a red X. I know, I can see it top left. There. So, you're unplugged from the server. Yep, there we go. We're gone. Disconnected. Right, let me check the server status. Oh, we are bottle. Can have a look at the server. Status. Oh, 0% CPU. That is usually a sign that it's frozen. No. Yes, I know Cloudflare was down earlier. That's up. So let's just restart it anyway. Probably benefit from a restart. It'll be off for about a minute while it restarts itself. I don't know who uses, but I've just used Gportal. I'll be putting the new server on Gportal as well. Not really had trouble with Gportal. It's always been very reliable. As you know, we don't seem to get that much. It's me crashing that's the problem. Oh, that's probably not quite up yet. Wait for that one up. So we've still got the red X look. If you look as well, we've still got the Valcon Europe server still up. Let's try now, see. Either come up with unable. Oh, there we go. We're in. I'm going to enter the password right. Should be good. Let's try coming back in again, Helia. See if it works for you. There we go. Only thing is I've got to change the environment back to clear. Let's change the TOD to 0.5. I've got no cost mode, and I've also got on. What's why? Just my local mods. There we go. So there we go. Look, you've got a few more to grass sticking through. The same again there. I'll use one. It's the one that looks like one that's got the portcullis effect. end of the area, and then what I will do, probably end it just here. Probably not going to put anything else on this island. That's just gone. One underneath. There it is. One of those as well, look. I'll probably not put anything else on this island because it's going to be a very, 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 very... It's going to be... It's got quite an intense count. I think that as a ride alone, without anything else, I think that's like 7,000 things. The other thing I've got to do as well, because they're not transferred across, is I have... See, those are floating. Portal serve. Oh, right, there we go. Might not be the most reliable G-portal evening then. Get rid of those. Boat stanchion. Your brain's not braining. Yeah, I have that. I have that some days a week. Usually days ending in DAY. The day ends in day. Generally, my brain won't brain. Yes, this is the problem, you see. I want all these lovely seating areas, because look at that for a view. Oh, you've got the coaster there. Coaster there. Got that lovely sweeping arc. You've got that amazing rotation. And I'm just thinking, you know, we need seating areas and picnic areas. So I'm going to put some picnic benches out rather than the, you know, the parasol ones, rather than those. Some basic picnic bench layouts out. Like that. Those benches on. Put the second one. And rotate it. What I could do, I know they're going to get rained on. What I could do is put a feast on the... I'll put a feast on one of them. I can eat elf. They can be having a sailor's bounty. Not the Swannendale, because that's huge. There we go, we'll have that, that and that. So that means I can now eat those. They don't look like they've just been dropped on the floor. I'm going to copy a vending machine as well. Got a vending machine over here. I can't pipette that one on something, and I'll just pick it all up. So is this one clear? Yeah, I can pipette that one. So let's pipette that one. That. Yeah. That's perfect location for a vending machine. Crane game. What I can do. The moment, where's the bridge? The next bridge. There, look. I've somehow built a little rustic bridge through here. Keep this one fairly rustic. Fairly narrow and rustic. Broke my hammer. And all the things. This island here, I might not build anything on this island because it's got a ruin on it. It's not an island, is it? A bear as well. A bear. It doesn't if I use a thing called no cost. I think that's that level. Tell you what, let's reset it. That's level. So that's level. I'm wondering if my quaint bridge will work across there. I extend the landslide. Extend the land. Rock. That's a rock. I'll go for a fresh build. We are pretty well lined up there. Around the lake. I really don't know. Or do I get rid of this rock? I'll get rid of this rock and see what it looks like. Oh, it's 2! 3! I prefer it with atom. I prefer that much more without them. Wood. Let's wood on this then. I'm going to build this bridge with the aim of using copy paste a lot. That is a half bridge. Building at that. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's 4 wide. 4. So this is basically how you can, I mean, look how quick that's took to do. Look at that. So quick building prepare. You just have to learn how to use it and learn its limitations. Just make sure, you know, it's not like the thing isn't touching anything else. So let's put handrails on. Looking. Now, ironically, right direction. could if I wanted to repair that. Oh, look, it's angle. Ah, that's why. So easy to do. That's the more like it. And back up again. Ant, not hunt. 40 people. Go. Flat. And the same down there. It's a lovely curved bridge. We've got a really cool rock at the minute. So let's not have this one quite, because that one's got quite a lot of support underneath. I'll make this one more of an arch. So what I will do is have take it down for every. Broken into land. But the fort structure, and then we'll copy that again on this side. Up, I'm going to. I should do. It's just visible, so let's put it in. Same at this side. Every one. There we go. So that's the supporting structure. Now the first point, I then need to go along the bottom. Those. Same there, that one springs out there. works before I go on. 3 of those. I think it looks really cool. I think it looks quite artistic. It has flair. There's going to be other stuff in it as well. Oh. Where they are, the 3 of them. So I said snap, not slap. I've just realised if Vic were in, we'd have had a 10 by now. The one. So what I'm hoping it is, hear me out here. I'm hoping it is that I can do and just cut down the number of snap to be. So that. I'm going to copy that and I'm just going to see how that fits. Fits there. Well, wondering if I could get like a circular, or if I could do the other thing I could do, circular sweep. Build that off the bridge. Could do right pipettes. An area. I just pipette that area. Drop it there. Build a sweep pattern. Single. So what I'm thinking it. That's create something that looks really cool. Artist. Like that. That would give me a support at the top one. Start on that one. That angle. Or is it? I've got to start there, look. Hello, Vic. We've just been talking about you because nobody had slapped me yet. So that works from that point of view. Thank you, Vic. I was missing that. Where would I be without my favourite German slapping me? Calling you, oh Captain, my Captain soon. Oh, dude. Nobody needs that. It's the fourth one down. 1, 2. That one. 1, 2. 1, 2. One. Right, that's got the initial piece in there. So that's 1. I'm thinking for number 2. Go for the same sort of feature again. Start back there. B. 3 down. Start it 3 down. On curve. My Bezier mode is telling me that is not correct. Start steeper. Follow the same sort of parabolic. Still not right. See that? Totally. There we go, that's the one. I do that. Those. Building pipette that. So. Get it round. So that's given me the curves that are kept in. Okay. I think one more. I think that one can just into ground on them all, so not quite as critical. Dope. Let's see. That one. Do that. Okay. Nope. That's touching there. That is a bit. That's more like it. That was ridiculous. That in. Try how many we got. Is 2. Ah. Perfectly lined up is 2 there. And this. Do the pipette that. 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 Pipette that. On. That one. Play pipette. Bottom. That one's in round. That doesn't quite connect. The only thing. Plenty of fish as well under here. Quite a graceful arch, that. Quite a graceful little. What I would also do. Crossbeam. Lined up with those. Created a point. Those. When I've deleted that, the log. Either that or the log just didn't save on the server. Back. Those. Bad idea. That didn't work. That's a graceful bridge. That needs to come up a little bit. The highest piece. Take it up a little more. That's correct. Too high. Right, I won. be level. That should be level. Oh. Want it to be sort of on a par. My stuff again because I've got bloody workbench right over here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, that works. Roasting. Creates a new level. Curve that path in now. There we go. Get rid of that big rock. Bit too big. The rock. We'll need the rock. Here's to. Oh. I think I need to do this is just because of my. Yeah. Bridge. Gosh, four. Yes, it's a rock four. That is no, that's rock 3. That one. We pick that one. Rock 3, the big one. Rock 4, the cheesy one, is the little one. Like, is it that one? That's it. That's rock 4. That's cheese. 4. Yeah, the green mouldy rock. Do the let's do the same pattern around here and finish the job. Mapping positions because they're all lined up onto a grid. That one done. Well, that's the exit from the ride. Put the shut downwards because Wrong way. No exit, exit. That's the giant wheel entrance. Giant Fenris wheel. Then I need some lights and furniture in this area. I like the pots. I like the barrels, as you know. Very well know. I do like to leave barrels lying around everywhere. Barrels are also good because if you just drop them like that and you know you've got like, you're doing like I've been doing, you've been killing things like blood bags and that. Scrap. Alright, Vic. You have fun. I'll see you on Sunday. Put yourself out. Lots of lights. Light on the top. The middle, if I remember right, the middle is actually 4 wide, so like that. Bottom that. That's out. Corner there. Not going to bother with one. Then the other one I like to do. I've not done in this one yet. I like to do with these. Like that. Over like that. That sort of been off. There. Crazy. Little brazier with a bit of heat, so you've got fire. I'm not going to build a path over that way. Only thing I'm going to do, put a bit more patio area there. Widen that. So that one is 1, 5, 6 wide. If I copy that here, it's wide. Base it off that tree. There. Oh. Oh. Putting off. And that's fine then. Feel like we need to go and find an oak. Some pipette and oak. Not easy to find the oak tree. There will be one. There's one there, look. Great. The mighty oak. See how an oak manages. Nice thing with oak tree, you're absolutely enormous with them. That's only. Oh, that is a bit too. That's... Right, which way can we fit that way? That's now not in the window. Creating some nice shade. Good. Interfering with the vending thing there. Can't have that one. Might have to go for a smaller tree, or go for a taller tree and not go for an oak. Yeah, that's the problem. So much bigger. That's interfering with the wheel look. Standard beech tree. Looking for the silver on there. Sorry. Are we actually in Black Forest? That is really weird. That's Black Forest. Meadows. That's Meadows. Well, that is actually. What about that? That'll do. Up's a lot better. Of course, I've been rotating trees, so all snap positions are screwy. Oh, where did that just go? There we go. Now, I'm wondering if I could build a vending machine. What's a vending machine? I'll build it on land rather than so I can pick it up. Get around. Get rid of the vending machine. That can go well now because I've got. Okay. And build a vending machine. Vending machine needs to be about a block and a half high. That one's about 12 feet tall. Slightly smaller on this one. Aye. That's the base. I think if I run what's up there? Back of there. Lighter wood. Which I want to just like snap in absolutely where it can. I have to create an alternative snap position. Not far enough forward. Far enough forward. So. Angle. Let me. Third snapping position. should create drop slot. The drop slot. So that would allow me to create a drop slot. Play drinks, such, elves, king. Put another. Imports. Wow, this is a logical. Hello, Emma T. Potato. Thank you very much for your raid. I'm probably not doing anything as impressive as you've been doing, but I am building a theme park in Valheim. So if you want to see what a theme park looks like, well, there you go. Thank you for the follow. There's that, and there's a boat ride and a roller coaster, and a roundabout, and this is the pièce de résistance though, because that is suspended in air. You can do that in the game. You can do that. That is suspended in the air, and it also it swings. Oh, there you go. You can actually build a real working pirate ship in Valheim. Yep. I am rather sad that I discovered that fact. I don't know whether that's nerdy beyond belief or what, but that is, and it swings very realistically. Anyway, thank you for coming in. Thank you for raiding in, and I hope you like Valheim, because that's what I play a lot of. And yes, I build lots of theme parks and stuff like that, including one on Jonathan Raymaker's server. I'm normally describe myself as a variety streamer, but just lately it's been all Valheim. Oh, thank you for the follows, everybody. It's they're pretty cool as well. I don't know if you've seen those, the little parasols. They're quite easy to build those, actually, if anybody wants to. Thank you, yes, if you want to give the shout out. So they're quite easy to build those, because all you do is you get those roof corners like that. Just create that shape there like so. Repeat it 4 times, and then you just offset it. Do it 4 times again. End it with that. Dead easy. Oh yeah, yeah. He's back, is Jonathan. He's been off for a bit. He's had a couple of weeks away. I'm just building a vending machine anyway. I'm going a bit obsessive because I've got vending machines at the moment. I've built some bridges as well. That's one of my bridges. That's another one I built. I'm building vending machines. Yeah, we've got that. You can actually, if you go to the top of that, it has actually got snow on the top. It's that high. That's the view from the top. You can actually go in the cars, and they have got seats in them as well. One of my things with all my rides is that you should be able to sit in them. Should be working. We've also got the same with the vertical drop roller coaster, which I'll show you. So there's the trains, look, and you can actually sit and use the ride. what a roller coaster's built like. It's Grouston, pretty much, and wood version there. I am a roller coaster nutter. I've got a. This is my latest thing that I'm really impressed with. I've been janking curves a bit, and I've finally managed to sort out a curve look. Finally sorted curves in Valheim, so they look quite neat. We've actually got a really good roll now, a barrel roll. I've picked it over different biomes, and I'm doing a massive decoration thing on it all as well. The server is a public server. If you do want to come in, if you join my Discord, you can come in. It is a public build server. I mean, obviously public by invite, but if you want to come in and have a look, I've just done this area. Big wheel. I was just doing a vending machine. So if you'd like to follow the Discord, come and have a look, and you can come and visit. Let me just copy that again. I am using a few mods, so not building prepare. I just want prepare. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a server. Right, there we go. I'm just thinking about how I can make mead bottles sit on that. What I was thinking is, if I do that, then I can the tray, because I'm still got the same angle of dangle. I put a stamina mead on there. Going for the minor ones. Minor healing mead. Preferably a poison one, because I want the ones that glow. Because they look better inside the machines. That might have to come in above and behind. One of those on there. The Etia Perplante. Minor Etia mead. So they'll glow. They'll give the machine a little bit of light of its own. Then do from there is, if I go and put that on there, I can put the piece in behind them so it gives him a backing board. That forward. That gives you that view from the front. That bottom filling in as well. But be careful, nothing goes below the bottom of the frame, because if it goes below the bottom of the frame, the snap points all go wrong. That's vending machine. Sides on that. Oh, hang on, I've put the decor out. Decor. Let's put the pointy wood out. The vending machine. Looking pretty good. Now the question is, can I get the glass in there? I can if I put a piece of glass in the ground, get it to snap somewhere really weird, create an alternative snap point that way. A bit further. A bit further over. If I put that out there, will that too far? That might actually be. Might be too narrow. Oh, I wonder if I can just rock it in. Like it's fine, that. Rock it in. That. But that piece, like, oh, that vertical. That's vertical, so if I put like that, get rid of that. Oh, we've got a vending machine. Once a back on it. Make the back a door. Get it in there. Or perhaps a hatch. Make the back a hatch. For those. Hatch. And I can remember where the hatch is, it's there. Got access back. That's a vending machine. Now buttons and things. There's a couple of ways you can do buttons. Easiest ways with signs. You just basically put a sign on, rotate it sideways, and then put on a control panel. You'd just put things like colons and that. Things like colons. That's not the best way of doing buttons though. The best way I think of doing buttons, but they don't always copy. Use those. Get them in. You can often get them. Pop through. You like that. Quite nice big buttons, but and the other one you can do it with is the you have to spawn this one in. You have to spawn. It's called one of the cores. Molten core. It's a pickable molten core stand. Spawn that in. You can't, because you can't just like pipette that one, and then you pipette that. Same again. Rotate it forward. Rotating it forward. That one. Now the only thing is with these, I don't think they pipette anymore. That position on that one because the molten core stands are taller. Oh, one. Right angle at angle. The right angle at angle. Taller. But try making another one. Oh, try that one. Okay, so it's pacing forward. Even though it's round, it does actually have directionality. Yeah, the only thing with these is I don't copy. Yeah. There we go, that's given us a couple of buttons. Those you have to get rid of with the move command, you can't just delete them. Now the only bit with that is, as I say, I'm not sure. Have a very lovely dinner, yes you do. Hey, oh, there we go. Did I put a lid on? Did I? Hell as lot. So let's put a lid on as well. Put that on as well. Those on as well. So, same angle, that one is. Put a sign on it. Don't think that'll fit. Oh, there we go. Voice choice of a new generation. Right. Oh, building pipettes in. This is the bit, look, you see it's not picked up the molten core. That's the bit I was saying about. But apart from that, it's got the rest of the machine. Basically means I can drop drinks machines around the theme park. That is the only thing, is we lose the molten core, which is a bit of a shame. I did think it didn't copy on a building. But I've got a very convincing mead machine. I'm just going to change tonight and see what it now looks like. The other thing I also need to do. Oh, let me just get these actually. Spawn. I can't remember what it's called now. The headband. It's headband. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. The headband. The headband is basically a really good source of light. If you want light in the game, verge a circlet, that's it. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's not called circlets. They're really good, those, for, you know, when you're wanting lighting. Wanting to light a ride. That's what I normally put in those. The other thing you can put in there is swamp key. Swamp keys give a decent, nice light as well. I think they call it a crypt key. On a crypt key, pick it up. And drop it in the bottom of there. In the bottom of those as you go. Put a mounting stand in the bottom. Is that one? Mounting stand in them. Can do if you're careful. I think I usually do those on floor. Just an example. There you go. Lovely glow. Without actually light. Right, I'm going to change time of day. So we'll change it to about 0.7. Oh, it looks like it now. So that's a vending machine lit up. Quite nice. Swamp key. Yeah, it's crypt key it's called. One of those either side. Just need to get more light into the park. Get a few less snapping points because it takes forever to rotate everything otherwise. I will put it. some building mount ones there. I do like it when you put a building up. I do like to just lamps on the outside of the building. Same there. We can put one there. Nice glow. Those don't give the best light. Best light does actually come from the torches. Don't proper effective like in here. Torches in. So like the ride there, look how dark that is. Also got that section there, which was created for lamp as well. Right, I'm not going to do it there just yet. We've got basic lighting. That's lit. The bridge is lit. Look, lighting all around there. Just remember, all your lighting, you go for the flame lights. You get a lot more burden. Yeah, I'd always try and put them on straight. Well, curves. I'll just put 2 on. That in the middle. Torches on that. Regular torches on lighting. I think that is actually called a Looney's banner or something. That I can't remember what I called it. It's got my colours on it. It's got my blue and orange on. Kinda looks like a face. Oh yeah, the swamp key. Bones in. So yeah, that gives you a sort of blue glow. I'm just gonna have a look at the circlet and see what the circlet is called. I think. Oh no, but I like the circlet. Yeah. Verger circlet. The one called Helmet Verger, not Verger circuit. 2 lights you put up on the barn. Oh right, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, don't you think it's a bit? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I see what you mean. So it's Verger circlet. Spawn. Helmet. Verger. We got 5 of those. That's not a day item. Oh, it's Verger with an E. That's the one. Verger circlet. So the Verger circlet is the one that if you put it in there, I'll show you actually. Put the Verger circlet bottom of there. Do the same trick again. I'll tell you what, I'll just build a lamp. It's easier to just build it on ground and then plop it in place. So you put one of those there. That. Put your Verger circlet on it. I think goes with the light facing forward, look. That gives you your Verger circlet, and then what you then do is you then put your you put your cooler on top, like so. Put you the right. What it does is it gives you mounting point. across a little bit. That up. At that, you've now got a ready-made up anywhere you want. You can then do also mount it up like so. That. Again. Totally encapsulating thing in it. Building pipette that. Wood lamp. Notice there's one down here that's not got a circlet in it. I change that for that. Point it in the right direction. There we go. Same up there. If I get rid of that. And mount out. Paste that. And pick up that again. That's how you do floodlights. Unfortunately, you only get the one choice of colour. Nothing else creates a light like that. This is really cool. You know, you've got the sun there. Went there at the sun thing. And like, went that. Go. Your lights have, your rides have proper lights on them. Same here. I'll put a light in this corner. Those work. Grab that swamp key. It's a shame. The swamp key is a nice flood. If you want an actual positioned light where it creates a flood that creates a proper beam, that's the only way really I can think of it. Yeah. There's your circlet. And as I say, I would love to see it in a different colour. It also looks good under trees. So you do that. Under a tree. Oh look, would like your trees. Light up the bottom of your tree. Right, let's put some benches in around here now. Furniture. V. Let's get rid of massive number of snap points. We need to put benches around either side of that one. Bins. I am using those as bins. I have some barrels as well. Like barrels. I like putting barrels everywhere. The other thing I like putting around is the carts and the those battering rams and that. They look good just left around. Got a couple of those dotted around, and the carts as well. Those as well. I could use those for one of the rides. Viking crap, basically. Call it. You can drop the boats, by the way, on land. You can with a mod. You can't normally. Build boats on land. Put one of those there. Just be very careful. But if you put one of those there and then just drop some items in, can't get it. Yes, appearing in it. But Number one, it's good for getting rid of your random crap. Number two, it's good for getting for decorating things. Oh, got a bit more random crap. As I say with those, just be careful because you can push them. So sometimes what I like to do, just full of beams underneath, up and getting pushed. Put the little beam underneath, like. Not easy to push. Ah! Get off. Try again. We'll do that. That's the problem when you're flying. You've got like unlimited strength basically. I'll swap it all the way around. I'll put the beam between its. Let me just pick that crap up that I've dropped. Ooh, I did not know that. Cargo is an item. I did not know that. Your cargo falls off your cart. Shows you how much I use carts. Drop them things back in there. Put a behind it, just pulling. So that should just stop it rolling out away. Yeah, I did not know that. But if I spawn cargo, if I can spawn a cargo crate or not, wondering how I can do that. So right, what I could do is build another thing. I'm just wondering if I can get those crates and use them as a building material. Never knew that. That's something new. Even I'm learning something here. If we get the cargo crates, what am I doing? What am I doing? One of those. Spawn a load of wood. And just put some in the crate. Make a crate. Some wood in there. If I knock that over, that crate should fall out. Rid of that. So, can I pipette the crate? No, you can't pipette a crate. You can push it around, but you can't pipette it. It's look, pipette. Building pipette will pipette. Nope, invalid placement. So you can't place a crate. Oh well. But they are cool. And also you can kick it around, look. You could have crate ball, I suppose. You could play football with it. In that corner. Oh well. That looks cool though. So the only other thing I really need to do here, try and finish that off a little bit. Basically wrap that up. And spawn the randomly. Ah, yes. Well, that's always helps when you go off the piece you've just been building with. You hit your mouse button wrong. That should give me a nice finish to that. Same with that. I always mean to do everything in Valheim. I think you know that, don't you? You should know that. Everything is intentional. Till it's not intentional and I break stuff. And then it's like, not intentional. Trees. Do like that tree. One of those just there. What size? 8%. But a much taller one. But quite good. We are technically, that is Black Forest. It's Black Forest Meadows. Black Forest sort of goes up here. All trees. Put those side by side. The other trees I do like are, there's a couple. There's one you can just do with the cultivator, which is called small pine tree. That one there, small fir tree. The big oak on the tiny. You mean this island here? It's Black Forest. I want it to stay the biome that it is. This is also a Black Forest here. I mean, there we could put. There it's meadows. That's underwater anyway, so I won't put a tree there. That's Black Forest and meadows there. I want to just keep that tree on its own, but I can put shrubs underneath it. And put those under. I like those shrubs. They're one of my favourite shrubs in the game, those actually. I have some blueberries because that's Black Forest. That's Black Forest, and then we'll just to delineate we're in the meadows, we'll have some raspberries. Same there. Fill in the bottom. Do you want to see the mods? I'll show you the list of mods. They are. Here you go. Got Gizmo Reloaded. Got Infinity Hammer. Mist Be Gone. Plant Anywhere. Plant Everything. And Server Dev Command. Got Fly Mount, which is a little extra. Hopefully that helps you to do what I'm doing. The big one for me is the combination of Gizmo Reloaded, which Gizmo Reloaded is the one that gives you all the angles. Where you get all your different angles and positions. And then you get Infinity Hammer is the one that allows you to do all the blueprints and the shapes and all that various things, and has ridiculous numbers. Also lets you create primitives. What I will show you though is I've got a mod that allows me to fly Valkyrie as well. It has fly Valkyrie mount. Fly over your theme park on a Valkyrie. Explore your hard work. It's even better if you put your sword away. Yes. Whee! We do need to build a boat go wee still. Which I might actually launch into the lagoon, to be honest. Might actually launch boat go wee into the lagoon, because I know we're going to put a boat go wee in. Which, because apparently Evil Goat says we have to have a boat go wee ride. Which is another ride that works. This is a really good mod as well because you don't need any admin rights to use it. It's you can use it without admin. A good way of getting flight. Just be careful early on in game because if you don't come down to ground, i.e. like that, and you just cancel the thing, you just end up falling. Like, hey, blop. It can be very hurty. Yeah, no park is complete without boat. Go away. And an absolutely freaking enormous Ferris wheel. You do need mods to do that as well. But I can show you, there's 2 Ferris wheels in this park. One of them you can do, that one there needs all mods. This one here, do a lot of it without mods. You can't put those pieces in. You need mods to put those in, the spider webs in. But you can do everything else on that ride without mods. The fully mod-free ride. Those also, I had to change those to the iron. That ride also stands up without mods. Fenris wheel, yeah. That stands up without mods, that one. So it will not collapse. It's structurally self-supporting. These aren't, obviously. Without the mods, these would be collapsing very quickly. I mean, look, we've got deep reds. Can't get any deeper than that red with the mod. And the same with this, obviously. I mean, this has got ridiculous colours at the ends of the end. But one of the things I'd sometimes do is put a portal in there, because it means you can warp up here. So people who are not right, oh, can't fly in game, can actually get up onto those rides and ride them. Oh, this is the same as well. These swing, but not with the same effect. But it's the same theory. If you do, however, if you do grab hold of them and move the sails, the boats will fall out. It's the same for that. Boat will fall out. If you grab that and twist it, the sail will twist and the boat will fall out of that holder. Just have to be very careful if you do that. The other thing you'll notice as well is when you're on the boat, you go to the right positions on the boat, your view starts swinging. And though you're not actually riding the boat, your view starts swinging. Something I didn't notice at first, it does actually mean you can also send your view upside down. I tried putting a boat upside down. So what you do with those, you need mods to put those in. You build the structure. If you notice here, there's a beam, there's an alignment beam there. And what you do is you pick your boat up. So if I was to build a boat into a structure, we'll build you a quick one because we've only got a couple of minutes left. I'll build you a quick one with a small boat. Build your structure. You have to make sure you've got a vertical. Once you've got your structure, you can just rejig the boat as much as you want. So what I tend to do is that. I'll then flip those and create a couple of notches. This is where the thing is not and it, and you pick up the most appropriate boat, drop it at the right angle, move it down the beam, and eventually you'll get to a point where it lines up. Okay, there we go. Boat suspended. Now what you then do is obviously try and encapsulate it a little more, because what we will do, it will want to slide one way or the other. So those actually swing really well, those as well, look. You really get those ones going. They really go for it. You can do it with the carve as well. Drop the carve in. Obviously you need a bit more. So for that, because I need to drop it a bit further out, I just put another beam down like that. And as I say, it's just a bit easier if you can do this without disturbing the structure. Go back to your boat, you get your carve, you drop your carve in. Carve also swings. Your carve really goes for it as well on the swinging. Much like a ship. It's a bit harder to get swinging, but when it does get swinging, it really does go for it. Go. So you can really get the boats swinging so well. You can't get them to go over the top. We've tried. I've tried. But yeah, that one doesn't swing quite as big because obviously it's such a big boat. But it's also, if you swing it too much, you start getting... you have to have a good position to push into as well. Last look. That's about, yeah. Takes a lot longer to swing. If you want to build a pirate ship in this game, and then obviously you just fancy it up. So like that one, I put a useless crow's nest on it. So, you know, I could. And as I say, if you go onto the ship, use the rudder. And use the rudder. Second you start turning the sail, it all goes awry. Like that. Falls out. So that is the only thing. If you are going to... Yes, I am an engineer. How did you guess? The only thing I will say with that is, if you are going to do that and you're going to allow public in, just make sure you put a sign on, please do not touch the rudder. Otherwise you will be on the receiving end of a broken thing. Or do like I've done and just create a permanent spawning point. So if somebody does destroy the ship, all I do is I just go to this side here, I just rest it up against there and spawn it there. So that is the only thing. Just make sure people don't touch the rudders. She will twist the ship out of the support. Let's see who's on, because we're going to raid out. I usually finish at 9 o'clock. Raid out. Let's see who's on. Unless anybody knows anybody who's really cool to watch. Oh look, is anybody playing Valheim? Anybody playing Valheim? Oh, we've got... Hez isn't playing Valheim, but... Raid out to Hez. Hez is lovely. Let's raid out to Hez. Hez is absolutely lovely. Not playing Valheim, but Hez is wonderful. Very nice person to raid. Raid Hez. And Hez cat with a... Shining Home and Looney raid. So, join me in raiding Hezcat. Thank you for watching. I will be back on Sunday for another stream at about 6 o'clock. Till then,